Have you ever heard of a man who ruled over humans, jinn, birds, animals, and even the wind, yet never let his power make him arrogant? A man who could speak to the tiniest ant, understand the cry of a bird, and still fall into sujood before his Lord? This was not a myth or fantasy. This was the real story of Prophet Suleman, عليه السلام, the son of Prophet David عليه السلام. From a young age, Suleman عليه السلام was known for his sharp intellect and deep sense of justice. He once resolved a famous dispute between two women over a baby with such wisdom that even his father, the Prophet King Dawood عليه السلام, admired him. It was clear that Allah had chosen him for greatness. When Suleman عليه السلام became king, Allah gifted him a kingdom unmatched by any in the history of the world. His throne was grand, his palace was majestic, and his command was obeyed not just by humans but by the jinn, the birds, the beasts, and even the wind. He could fly across lands within hours on the wings of the wind. Jinns were employed to build monuments, extract pearls from oceans, and construct mighty palaces, all under his divine command. But despite all this, Suleman عليه السلام never forgot who he was, a humble servant of Allah. One day, as his vast army was marching through a valley, something incredible happened. Among the sounds of footsteps and soldiers, a tiny voice cried out, the voice of an ant. It said, "O ants, go quickly into your homes, lest Solomon and his army crush you while unaware." Prophet Suleman عليه السلام, riding with his forces, heard this voice. Because Allah had gifted him with the ability to understand the speech of animals, he smiled gently at the wisdom of the ant and prayed, "My Lord, inspire me to be grateful for your favor, and to do good deeds that please you." Even the smallest creature was not beneath his attention, and every moment reminded him of his duty to Allah. Another day, during a royal gathering of all birds and animals, Prophet Suleman عليه السلام noticed that the hoopoe bird, Hudhud, was missing. In a firm tone, he said, "Why do I not see the hoopoe? Or is he among the absentees? I will punish him unless he brings a clear excuse." Soon, Hudhud returned with astonishing news. "I have discovered something you do not know. I have come from Sheba. There is a queen who rules there with power and wealth. But she and her people worship the sun instead of Allah. This queen was known as Mlkah Saba, the Queen of Sheba, wise, wealthy, and respected. Prophet Suleman عليه السلام sent her a letter through Hudhud, inviting her to leave false gods and submit to the one true Lord. The letter began, "In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Do not be arrogant with me, but come to me in submission." The queen received the letter with curiosity and concern. She called her nobles and advisors. They advised war, but she was cautious. Kings, when they enter a land, ruin it and humiliate its people, she said. Instead, she chose diplomacy and sent magnificent gifts to Prophet Suleman عليه السلام, but he refused to accept them. He said, "Do you offer me wealth? What Allah has given me is better than what he has given you." To prepare for her arrival, Prophet Suleman عليه السلام issued a challenge to his court. "Who can bring me the queen's throne before she arrives?" A powerful jinn said, "I will bring it to you before you rise from your seat." But another man who had knowledge from the scriptures, identified in some traditions as Asif bin Barkhiya, said, "I can bring it in the blink of an eye." And in an instant, the queen's throne miles away in Sheba was brought before Suleman عليه السلام. When he saw it, Suleman عليه السلام did not boast or show pride. He simply said, "This is from the grace of my Lord, to test whether I will be grateful or ungrateful." When the queen arrived, she was tested by being shown her own throne, but modified slightly. She recognized it, saying wisely, "It seems to be the same." Then, Suleman عليه السلام invited her to walk through his palace. The floor was made of clear glass that looked like flowing water. Thinking it was a pool, the queen lifted her dress, and Suleman عليه السلام told her it was only crystal. The intelligence, faith, and modesty she saw overwhelmed her. In that moment, the queen realized the truth. She said, "My lord, I have wronged myself, and I submit along with Solomon to Allah, the Lord of the worlds." She became a believer, and her people embraced the faith with her. Suleman alayhi salam ruled for many more years, always with justice, wisdom, and humility. The jinn continued to work under his command, and his kingdom remained strong. But death does not wait for kings. One day, while watching over the jinn as they worked on a structure, Suleman alayhi salam passed away, standing upright, leaning on his staff. For a long time, the jinn thought he was still alive, and they kept working out of fear. But eventually, a tiny termite chewed through his staff, and his body fell. Only then did the jinn realize he had died. Allah revealed this to show them that even they did not know the unseen. The story of Prophet Suleman alayhi salam is more than a tale of miracles. It's a lesson in leadership, humility, and devotion. It teaches us that no matter how powerful or wealthy we become, we must remain servants of the Almighty. Real wisdom lies not in commanding armies, but in submitting your heart to Allah, just as Suleman alayhi salam did every single day of his life.